Hi everyone, for this video I'm going to be talking about more lip products from Lisa Eldridge. Well, 4 products actually. Now if you have seen my previous video wherein I talked about her True Velvet lipsticks, I mentioned there that I actually bought 2 of her Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks and 2 of her glosses. So this is a continuation of that video, and the main reason why I separated it is because I knew it was going to be too long if I also talked about these 4 other products. So what I'm going to do today is first I'm going to show you swatches of the products on my arm, and then after that we're going to do some swatches on the lips as well. But first, let's talk about her packaging. The packaging of her Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks and of her Gloss Embrace is actually the same. It's only the size that's different. Now, her monogram is printed on 3 sides of the packaging, while at the back we have the ingredients list. Now, if we just put 3 boxes together, it actually creates this very nice, artistic way of presenting her monogram, and we can see that it's actually printed in this like gold foil kind of an ink, which is actually quite chic. And of course we still see the names of the products at the very top, and we still have batch codes here at the bottom that actually matches the number that is listed on the product itself. Now, as I've said earlier, the ingredients is listed at the very back of the packaging, and this is the ingredients list for her Gloss Embrace. So it has 4.5 mils of product. It is made in Italy and it has a 36-month shelf life. And this is the ingredients list for her Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks. It has 3.5 grams of product. It is still made in Italy and it has an 18-month shelf life. Her Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks come in a gold packaging like this. Again, it's very chic. It is the same packaging as her True Velvet lipsticks. We still have her monogram here at the very top. And at the base is the label of the lipstick. Now, again, the cover, or the cap rather, of the lipstick is still magnetized. And I love how it slides down. And again, it's very secure. And again, I love how smooth we can dial up the bullet. And if we take a closer look here, we can actually see that her monogram is carved into the bullet. That's so cool. Okay, so let's swatch this baby. So the first color that we have here is a very nice pinky orangey color. Very nice mix actually. So let's see how well this actually applies on the skin. Oh, look at that color. That's very nice. So actually it's quite sheer, but it's still pigmented and it's quite buildable, so that's quite interesting. I like that, but I also like the color too. It works very well with my skin tones, and I love how bright it looks. Very cute, very nice. And the next color that we have here is called Rose Official. So at first glance, I can see it looks quite deep, but because basing on the swatch that we saw earlier, I think this is going to be a much more lighter color on the skin. So let's swatch this. Ooh, look at the color. I'm so surprised that that is actually more rosy, because just looking at the bullet, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more on the brownie side, but it's actually not. It's a very nice rosy hue. Again, works well with my skin tones as well, because it's like lifting the yellow tones of my skin. That's lovely. I love these colors. So this is Dance Card, and this is Rose Official. And Lisa's Gloss Embrace comes in a packaging like this. We have a clear bottle here. It's in plastic. Her name is printed here at the top, and we have her gold cover here on top. And looking at how minimal it is, it's still very, very chic. I love it. And of course, her monogram is here at the very top, and the labels of the product is here at the bottom. So let's open the gloss, and we can actually see that we have a doe foot applicator here for easy application of the lip gloss on the lips. But if there's one thing that I have observed with her packaging for her gloss, is that if you dial it down, you can actually hear a clicking sound. So in that way, we know that the cap is actually secured onto the bottle. Isn't that so cool? So at least we don't have to worry about spillage. Yay! So I have 2 of her lip glosses with me today, so let's swatch these. And the first color that we have here is called Delilah. Oh, look at that. It has a very sheer finish to it, but it's actually quite buildable. And I love that, you can still see the pigment of the gloss even after you've swatched it on the arm. That's so cool. The next color that we have here is called Muse, and it has this very nice, rosy brown tone to it. Again, it's still quite pigmented for a gloss, I have to say. Very pretty, very nice. So this is Delilah, and this is Muse. So I only got 2 of her Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks because I wanted to try them out first, and I wanted to see if they will work with me and if it will work with, like, the majority of my workload. And I have here like one rose color and one like orangey pink color, which at least gives me some variety, and for sure I can always mix these two together so that I can create like a nice custom color on the lips. And the main reason why I didn't splurge on the Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks as well is because most of the colors that I see on her website, it's either like, they're nude colors or brownie pinks. Things are very wearable colors, I have to say, but I have a lot of those in my kit. So I don't need any more of those colors at this time. But if I like how this performs, then for sure I'm going to purchase more in the future. But for now, I'm gonna stick to these. I actually wanted to get Go Lightly, but it was out of stock. So if there's anything else that I would like to purchase, I would purchase the Go Lightly collection from her. So I'm going to start with swatching the color Dance card. So again, what we're going to do is I'm getting a generous amount of the lipstick and putting it here on my spatula, and I'm going to be using my vermilion colored handle from Hakuhodo, and let's see how well it works on my lips. Okay, so this is actually the first time that I'm using her Luxuriously Lucent lipstick on my lips, and I have to say I'm actually quite surprised on how well pigmented it is, because when I swatched it first on my arm earlier, I was a little bit like a little bit skeptical because it was just too sheer. And as soon as I started applying the product on my lips, and I'm just using a brush, by the way, so at first it was very sheer, and then I started to build the coverage, and it's actually able to create this very nice even coloring on my lips. And I'm also happy to say that it's also able to cover a little bit of like my natural pigmentation of my lips, which is actually great, and it's like actually giving my skin and my face a very nice, like lifted look, very glowy. And by the way, I'm not using any foundation at the moment because I just totally forgot to put on foundation, but hopefully you guys can see how well this Luxuriously Lucent lipstick is working very well with my skin color. This is a very sheer type of a lipstick formula, and for sure this can be like used in such a way that it's almost the same as using like a very light tinted lip balm or something like that, but this offers more coverage, and it has this very nice brightness to it, very nice, like it just emits light from the lips, which is actually pretty. This is nice, this is beautiful. So this is Dance card. The next color that we have here is called Rose Official. Okay, so let's see how well this color looks on my lips. Alright, so wow, this is a very nice color. It looks very natural on me, but it's making my skin again look elevated. And it's such a pretty color. It's like a very nice rosy color, and it's just like giving us a vibrancy and lucency, as the name of the product implies. It just like gives this very nice, like brightness on the lips, and I like that. And it feels very comfortable, and I don't feel my lips tightening at all, and it acts like a cream lipstick. And it's quite surprising because she markets this as a sheer lipstick, but it's quite creamy and it's also quite pigmented for a sheer lipstick. So this is quite a surprise for me. Like again, when I swatched this color on my arm earlier, I was a little bit like apprehensive. The same with Dance Card because it was very sheer. And I am again very surprised on how well the color registers on the lips and how well it just creates this very nice even finish and coloration and texture. And this is not as opaque as her True Velvets, but it offers maximum coverage. I am very impressed. Alright, so this is Rose Official. Alright, next, let's try her Gloss Embrace. Now, I only have two colors with me again, mainly because I have a number of glosses in my kit at the moment, and these are the two colors that I don't really have in my collection. Now, as much as I want to purchase all of her products, that's just not possible because it's quite expensive for me, especially with the exchange rate here between the Philippine peso and the pound. So I'm just trying to choose which colors that can, fit in between the current colors that I have in my kit, and hopefully I'll be able to purchase more of her products. Okay, so let's try these two colors, and we'll start with the color Muse. Oh wow, this feels absolutely amazing on the lips, and I love the color too. Look, it looks very natural. It looks like my natural lips, and it looks like I just like put on some lip balm. But what I feel is that her Gloss Embrace, it's not tacky. Like like with other glosses in the market, like as soon as you start pressing your lips together, you feel this like very sticky sensation, like it's quite difficult to lift your lips away from each other. But this one, it feels very comfortable. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like it's making my lips like there's some glosses that just like starts to make your lips tight. This one doesn't have that sensation, and it's very light, and it's just very comfortable. I'm so surprised by it. Wow. And again, I like how well pigmented the lip gloss is, and how well it's again covering my entire lip area, and it's actually covering the natural pigmentation of my lip, and it's leaving a very nice even coloration and coverage on my lips. This is amazing. See, it's very comfortable. Wow. So this is Muse. And the next color that we're going to try is the color Delilah. Oh, I'm just realizing right now that this has a lot of shimmer on it. It has like, I think, blue shimmer colors on it. Interesting. So let's try this. Alright, so what I have observed with the color Delilah in Gloss Embrace is that it's more sheer than the Gloss Embrace in Muse. And I also like that there is shimmer on this lip gloss because this would be great to use as a topper. Now, and that's also the main reason why I decided to get this gloss, but we'll talk about that in a little while. But yeah, so as you can see, the color is actually just, giving a nice pinky hue to my lips. It's enhancing it, making it look playful, but my natural lip color is still showing a little bit, but they're mixing quite well together, and it's creating a nice form of dimension on my lips, which I actually like. Alright, so this is Delilah. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove some of this. So as I've said, I wanted to use this lip gloss of hers as a topper. So I have a lot of lipsticks right now that have pinky undertones in it, although they lean towards the more brownie side. And if I just want to add some vibrancy, using this on top of those brownie pink lipsticks can just elevate the colors. Now, the other main reason why I also decided to get this color is because I wanted to use this as something that would elevate her color in Velvet Carnival. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going to apply Velvet Carnival on my lips. And if I just want to add more vibrancy to it, make it look like more bubblegum pink, I think this Delilah lip gloss can do that for us. So as you guys can see, the Velvet Carnival has taken a different form of a personality when it was mixed with Delilah. It's more playful and not as moody. Now, speaking of Velvet Carnival, before I close down this video, I'm also so happy to say that the replacement Velvet Carnival has arrived. So let's unbox this together. So I was actually quite surprised on how fast the service was. And of course we have the box. Of course, it's her trademark Lisa Eldridge, and it's actually wrapped in white tissue. And I'm so glad that this actually arrived yesterday, just in time for me to shoot this video, because I haven't presented the color Velvet Carnival on my previous video because it was in a different packaging. Look at how wonderful that color is. Isn't it so pretty? So let's watch this here. Alright, so I'm happy to say that it's still intact. Brava, I love that. Look how wonderful this color is. And look how wonderful it looks on my lips, especially now that I added some of the gloss. It's adding some life into my skin. Now that I have tried all of her lipsticks, for sure they will be on the no depot list. They will remain in their packaging because, as I've said before, I have a tendency of actually depotting my lipsticks because it's just much more easier for me to handle them that way, but Lisa Eldridge's lipsticks will be an exception to that rule. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove this before we continue. I'm just going to apply some Gloss and Muse just so that it will continue to hydrate my lips. Okay, so now that I have tried some of her Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks, I can say that they have a very different personality from her True Velvets. Because to me, her True Velvets have a very moody kind of personality, while the Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks is quite bright and it's just much more joyful. And in my head right now, if you are a fan of her True Velvets and if you just want to add some brightness to them, having some of her Gloss Embrace with you can really help and bring out the brightness of her True Velvet. So because of that observation, I think I'm going to purchase maybe 2 more colors. Hopefully some of the colors that I want are going to be available once she releases them in September, because that's usually the time when Lisa releases new products, new colors, and restocks for her products. Now, if you want to know more about her Gloss Embrace and her Luxuriously Lucent lipsticks, I'm going to put a link down on the description box to her videos for those so that you guys can check it out, because she will discuss more in details about the differences in the formulation and also the skincare benefits with these products. So that's it for me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions, please leave them down in the comments box and let's have a conversation about this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having a good day wherever you are. Bye bye.